Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Witten Broadway Stories, Season 2, Episode 18, Don't Bother Duncan. One morning, Duncan was in a bad mood. He was shunting trucks very roughly. He was banging them so roughly that he crashed them into the turntable. The workman Rusty was cross. "Duncan, why are you acting like this?" "I don't want to talk. I have so much work to do today that I'm just so careless." "Indeed," said Rusty. "You need to focus more." "Yeah, right," said Duncan. Soon Sir Topham Hatt came to see the mess. "It's going to cost me a lot of money to fix this turntable," he said strictly. "Duncan, you need to behave yourself," he said. "And if you behave like this again, I'm going to shut you up in your shed. Do you understand me?" "Yes, sir," said Duncan. His voice was covered by the freight cars. "Good," said Tom Hat. "I want no more nonsense from you." And he walked away. Soon, the mess was soon cleaned up. And soon the freight train was ready. Rusty was chosen to do the job. He took them to the wharf. The wharf was on the other side of the island. When he got to the wharf, he saw Peter Sam there. "Hello, Peter Sam." "Hello, Rusty. What are you pulling?" "I'm pulling the rock cars today," he said. "Very nice," said Peter Sam. What are you doing?" asked Rusty. "I'm pulling the express," he said. "Very nice," said Rusty. "I'm pulling these freight cars. I'm going to load them out to Bulstrode once he gets here." Soon Bulstrode came in. "Hello, Rusty. I'll load your freight cars in no time." Soon he was moved into the siding. And soon, one by one, he loaded the freight cars in. Soon they were on the mainland. "All right," said Bulstrode, "take the caboose away." "I will do that right away," said Rusty, and he steamed back to the yard. When Rusty got to the yard, the workman was there. "Good job delivering those freight cars," he said. "Thank you," said Rusty. "It was hard work, but I enjoyed it." "I bet you did," he said. "You did a really good job. Sir Topham Hatt will be pleased." "I hope so," said Rusty. He placed the caboose into a siding. Then he went onto a siding to rest. Then Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. "Since you're near the barrel car," said Sir Topham Hatt, "I have a job for you. You are to take the barrel cars one at a time to the wharf. It'll be a long goods train. Peter Sam will be coming from the other side. So I want you to take the farther track down like you usually do." "Yes, sir, but, what if I crash?" "Then just take the longer round," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Yes, sir," said Rusty. "That's what I'll do." "Good engine," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I'll be checking on you to see how you do." And he walked away. Rusty was coupled on. The barrel cars were loaded. They were starting to load. And Rusty was on his way. Soon Rusty headed toward the yard, to the wharf. He passed by Ellsworth Station. Sir Handel was there. He was dropping off his passengers. "Excuse me, Sir Handel," said Rusty. "I need to come through with my barrels cars." "Okay," said Sir Handel. "I'm just dropping off my passengers. Sorry for the hold-up." "It's all right," said Duncan. "But hurry up when you get a chance." "Okay," said Sir Handel. Soon his passengers were off the train, and soon he puffed away. Rusty followed him to the wharf. Sir Handel and Rusty puffed toward the wharf. They went through through the single stone tunnel. They passed him the sheds. Soon they crossed over the lighthouse bridge, the drawbridge, and so did Rusty. He arrived at the wharf. Bolster was waiting. He delivered the he got the cargo and steamed away with it. Now all Rusty had to do was follow Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel to get to the yard. So Peter, Sam puffed away, and so did Rusty. And they both went to different stations. Peter, Sam went to Knapford, and Rusty went to the yard. When Rusty arrived, he had to come back to deliver his trucks. He had to come back again. He arrived in time. There was one more package that needed to be loaded. Soon he was on his way again. He steamed on toward the wharf. He steamed through the single stone tunnel and over the drawbridge and made it to the wharf. By the time he got there, Bolster was already unloading the packages. Sir Handel left with his train as soon as he got there. Bolster came back in time to see him. Soon Cowan unloaded the packages and the barrels, and Bolster took off. And he followed Sir Handel back to Knapford Station as fast as he could. Soon as Rusty came back to the yard, there was still two more deliveries to make. Two of the barrel cars were starting to load. There was one left. There were still lots of deliveries to make. Rusty went back and forth along with the deliveries. It's already 8 minutes. In the meantime, Duncan was in a bad mood. He was still complaining that he had too much work to do. He went to his shed to chill out. Bothered that controller, he said. Why does he always have to give us so much work? He steamed sulkily away to his shed. Back to Rusty. Back at the yard, Rusty was just about to leave, and he steamed off immediately, as fast as he could, to the wharf. He only had two more deliveries to make. He stopped by Tim's sheds when he got there. He could see Duncan was already in his shed. Hello, Duncan. What's wrong? I don't want to talk to Duncan. Sir Topham Hatt gives me too much work to do. I always complain that he gives me too much work to do. Indeed, said Rusty. I wonder why he gives you too much work. Maybe because you're naughty all the time. Be quiet, said Duncan. I don't even want to talk. He puffed away. Duncan had been a really naughty engine, and he got really mad, indeed.